morning and welcome into the WRMN 10 o'clock news. My name is Dennis Onar Green. Today we've got Arlington Heights Church holds a mass celebrating people with disabilities. We also have Metra's new announcement about a cafe car, and there was a car crash involving the Metra. We've also got some news about Citizens Police Academy, and we've got Arlington Heights is looking for help over the holidays. Welcome in. It's currently 61 degrees here in the Fox River Valley. We're marching our way up to 70, a low of 54 for today. Tomorrow, a high of 61 and expected showers with a low of 52. 68 being the high of Thursday with a low of 56. Friday, we get much warmer with a high of 76, partly cloudy, or mostly cloudy, rather, with a low of 61. Let's give you the results of yesterday's lottery drawing. Good luck out there. This is for Monday, October 13th. Midday pick 3 came in at 192 with a 9 on the end. Midday pick 4 coming in at 0332 with a 4. Evening pick 3, 160 with a 2 at the end. Evening pick 4, 8831 with a 2 after that. Mid lucky 2, 13, 20, 32, and 39. And the evening lucky 3, 18, 21, 30, 38. The lotto coming in at 8, 9, 20, 23, 38, and 39. And the million won 3, 12, 29, 37, 47, 49. Million 2, 3, 6, 11, 14, 35, and 47. Arlington road closure. A stretch of Arlington Heights Road in Elk Grove Village will be closed temporarily across all lanes Tuesday morning. The closure between Higgins Road and Oakton Street will last from about 9:30 and will go on for the rest of the morning to allow a crane truck to erect a steel beam across the road for Arlington Heights Road pedestrian bridge. Also, Citizens Police Academy, the Geneva Police Department, is accepting applications for its 2025 Citizens Police Academy. The academy provides participants with an overview of the department and behind-the-scenes look at police operations. The free program will be held from 6 to 9 p.m. on Thursday, November 6th to December 11th at the Geneva Police Department. Applicants must be 21 years old and be a Geneva resident or business owner. Applications are available on the city's website and at the police station. Completed applications can be dropped off or mailed to the Geneva Police Department at 20 Police Plaza, Geneva, Illinois, 60134. The deadline is October 27th. When we come back, the Rouse Center receives a game changer of a grant. Also, an Arlington Heights church holds mass celebrating people with disabilities. We've also got 2 headline stories of a Metra cafe car concept that's coming to a station near you. And also, there was a car accident where a car crashed into a Metra train in Fox River Grove. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. It's currently 62 degrees outside. We'll be right back.
am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
Clutter happens, but junk doesn't have to weigh you down. At the Junk Luggers, we're your full-service junk removal and hauling pros, tackling everything from single-item pickups to major cleanouts. We handle the heavy lifting, and with our commitment to the green way, we rehome and recycle to keep your unwanted items out of landfills. So, whether you're clearing out the garage, downsizing, or saying goodbye to old furniture, we make the process eco-friendly and easy. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today. Let's save your space and the planet together.
Welcome to WRMN, your trusted voice in the Fox River Valley for over 75 years. We bring you fact-based news, good faith discussions, and entertainment that brings people together. From national headlines to local stories, WRMN is your home for thoughtful dialogue and community engagement. No matter the time of day, where you're listening from, or who you are always welcome here. Thanks for making us a part of your day. This is the Talk of the Town, WRMN. Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Rouse Center receives a Game Changer grant. It could help fund a satellite theater in East Dundee. The Crystal Lake-based Rouse Center for the Arts has received a multi-year $150,000 grant that could support a possible expansion into East Dundee. The grant from the Illinois Arts Council and National Endowment for the Arts will fund, quote, a strategic expansion and restructuring of the organization's educational programs and exemplary efforts to establish a new satellite theater location, according to a news release from the Rouse Center. The new theater in East Dundee was first pitched by Rouse Center officials last year at the former lumberyard property off Railroad Street. The village purchased the site in 2023 for $800,000 to aid redevelopment. Since then, developer Sitewell proposed the creation of an 8,000 square foot performing arts center, which could possibly be run by the ROW, and 6,000 square feet for retail space, dubbed Heritage Station. The proposal also includes 9 to 12 townhouses, along with 5 to 6 rental apartments above the retail shops. A space called the Station House would aim to offer 10 boutique lodging suites. Project approval could take months, but Sitewell owner Andy Burns said at an East Dundee Village Board meeting in August that construction could start as early as 2026 and be completed by 2028. East Dundee Village President Dan Pearson said in a release, "While this project is in its early stages, it is really encouraging to see such incredible support for a theater that will serve as a catalyst for our community." Rouse Center Executive Director Richard Coronda told East Dundee Village trustees last year that he envisioned a 250 to 350 seat theater with a potential for outdoor performances in the downtown district, which includes the Dundee Depot, a popular spot for Village's outdoor summer events. The center hopes to have a theater open within the next 4 to 5 years. With the grant funding, the nonprofit will also transition the Rouse Center School for the Arts programming to the William Street Repertory, which operates out of the St. Mary's Parish campus and the Rouse Center, 26 North William Street in downtown Crystal Lake. Karanda said in the release, "This grant is a powerful endorsement of our vision to deepen our impact across the region. It acts as a catalyst, allowing us to reimagine arts education under William Street Rep and explore creating an additional vibrant artistic home in East Dundee. This enables us to serve more students and nurture the future generation of artists more effectively than before. The funding will allow the Rouse Center to continue being a home for performing entertainment while providing educational theater programming through classes, workshops, and campuses for all ages." The board president, Tim Paul, said in the release, "This grant is a game changer and empowers us to build a more accessible and innovative artistic future for the entire region. We are committed not only to continuing the excellent work of the Rouse Center Schools for the Arts, but expanding its reach, ensuring high-quality theater education is available to all." U46 marching bands. Members of the marching bands from 5 Elgin area school districts, U46 High School, will perform during a showcase at Streamwood High School's Millennium Field at 701 West Schaumburg Road on Thursday, October 16th. The program begins with a performance of the national anthem at 6 p.m., followed by Streamwood High School's band at 6:15 p.m., Elgin at 6:45 p.m., Larkin at 7:15 p.m., Bartlett at 7:45 p.m., and South Elgin at 8:15 p.m. Admission is free and gates open at 5:30 p.m. Before we head to break, the Palatine Council members Scott Lamberan and Greg Langer will host a fall residents meeting for Council District 1 and 2 on Wednesday night at Village Hall. The session begins at 7 p.m. in the second floor council chambers at 200 East Wood Street in Palatine. Topics include community updates and new developments, a look at the 2026 budget, and recent regulation changes regarding the motorized vehicles. Langer represents the council's 1st district, and Lamberan represents District 2. The map of council districts can be found online at palatine.il.us. When we come back, our 2 stories about the Metro. There was a car crash in the area, and also a Metro Cafe car concept is coming to a station near you. Stick around for more WRMN 10 o'clock news.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. A car crashes into a Metro train in Fox River Grove. A car crashed into a Metro train Monday at the same intersection as the deadly 1995 bus and train crash in Fox River Grove that occurred 30 years ago this month. The Fox River Grove Fire Protection District responded to a call just before 11 a.m. Monday to the railroad crossing on Algonquin Road for a reported crash. Crews arrived at an inbound Metro commuter train stopped at the road crossing and a mid-sized SUV with moderate damage that had collided with the train on the north side of the tracks, spokesperson Alex Vaca said in a news release. The, quote, elderly female driver, who was the only occupant, exited the car before first responders arrived and reported minor injuries, Vaca said. She was transported to Advocate Good Shepherd Hospital near Barrington. No injuries were reported by the train crew and passengers. Firefighters and police worked to ensure safety for those around the scene. Trains were delayed for an extended period while the scene was being investigated and cleared, Vaca said in the release. Fire Chief Robert Craher said in the release, the incident occurred at the same intersection as the 1995 bus train crash that deeply impacted our community 30 years ago. Thankfully, this was a relatively low-speed impact, and we're grateful the outcome today was not more serious. In that crash, a school bus that failed to clear the tracks was struck by an oncoming train while waiting at a red light, killing 7 teens on the bus. The Fox River Grove Police Department and the Metro Police Department are investigating the crash. But coming to a Metra car near you, the Metra Cafe car concept. Here's where to find out. Metra riders have until the week of November 17th to visit the Opine on Metra's Cafe. Visit and opine on Metra's Cafe car concept. The commuter rail agency is surveying riders about whether to permanently offer a rolling snack/beverage venue. After revealing a prototype on the Rock Island line last week, BNSF passengers can check out the newbie Tuesday through Thursday. Milwaukee District and Union Pacific commuters are up next. Free drinks and snacks will be available during the morning and afternoon rush hours in exchange for completing a survey. Riders will be asked to supply ideas about what features they'd like to see in cafe cars. Metro Executive Director Jim Derwinski said in a statement, "We created this special car in an attempt to improve the riding experience and maybe attract new riders. This is your chance to check it out and tell us what you think. Would you use it? What amenities would you like to see?" Metra is displaying the car on its busiest lines, but it also will be parked at downtown stations for viewing. To create a more relaxing environment, Metra crews removed part of the second level in the concept car, then installed counters, stools, booths, and tables. The idea was sparked by passengers nostalgic for Metra's long-gone bar cars, Derwinski said. But alcohol isn't a given on the cafe cars, officials explained. If the response is positive, Metra planners will review surveys, logistics, and budgeting, then likely make a recommendation to the Metra board. Here's this week's schedule for the cafe car concept on the BNSF line. Tuesday is the Fairway train station, 1226 at 7:12 a.m., and Union Station, train 1281 at 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, Lyle Station at train 1308 at 7:08 a.m. and Union Station, train 1277 at 6:05 p.m. Thursday, the Fairview Station, train 1214 at 6:12 and the Union Station, train 1259 at 4:50 p.m. Future appearances include on the Milwaukee District North and West lines, Union Pacific North Line and Northwest, and the Union Pacific West Line. Stick around for more WRMN 10 o'clock news here on the Talk of the Town. I'm Dennis Green. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Centos. The Oswego Police Department issued 737 citations and made 20 arrests in an enforcement program that lasted the entirety of the 2025 fiscal year. Last week, officials said tickets were issued as part of the Sustained Traffic Enforcement Program, a statewide effort that lasted from October 1st, 2024 to September 30th of this year. The enhanced enforcement was aimed at reducing crashes and saving lives, according to a news release. The results of the program included 169 speeding citations, 392 occupant restraint citations, 162 electric device citations, 14 other traffic citations, along with 15 traffic arrests and 5 criminal arrests. The Naperville Park District is mulling a $135 million bond referendum question that would fund a new activity center with indoor aquatics at Frontier Sports Complex, 6 lighted pickleball courts at Country Lakes Park, and other upgrades to Park District facilities. If approved, the referendum question would appear on the ballot for the primary elections in March of 2026. Executive Director Brad Wilson said the last time voters approved funding for the Park District was in 1966, which was when the district was established. He said that the district hopes to ease overall capacity challenges, mentioning that activities at Frontier Sports Complex currently had wait lists of 1,000 or more participants. Cook County is expanding eligibility requirements and extending the application deadline for the Cook County Homeowner Relief Fund. The Daily Herald reports the $15 million program will assist homeowners who have experienced a substantial increase in property taxes in recent years. Selected recipients will receive $1,000 in one-time assistance. To qualify, Cook County homeowners must have experienced a property tax increase of at least 30% in the 2021, 22, or 23 tax years. The deadline to submit a request is now October 31st. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
What was that?
That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, partly sunny with a high near 69. Temperatures falling to around 66 in the afternoon. Tonight, rain showers likely after 1 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 53. Temperatures rising to around 55 overnight, and gusty winds up to 25 miles per hour. Currently, it is 61 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
News. I'm Dennis Green. Growth prompts food pantries relocation to Arlington Heights. 12 years ago, Saroji Gandhi had an idea to help battle food insecurity. An immigrant from New Zealand, Gandhi, who goes by Sue, had worked for Allstate until about 2009. After spending a couple years taking care of her family, she decided to take care of her neighbors as well, specifically single mothers. A friend of hers who remodeled houses offered to put up some shelves in the garage of Gandhi's Vernon Hills home. That prompted Gandhi to open Sue's Pantry in that space, aiming to help single mothers provide food for their families. Over time, the operation grew to serve 100 to 200 families of all types at once. This year, though, Gandhi got an unfortunate notice from her homeowners association. She was facing a fine if she didn't move her pantry elsewhere, likely because of its growing scale. After a brief 2-month shutdown, Gandhi reopened on September 26th at a new location in Arlington Heights. The pantry now is housed in an office building at 5 East College Drive. Though initially upset to have to move, Gandhi says her new space has its advantages. She said, "The good thing is there is a lot of parking, so nobody is blocking anybody. There's also a backdoor entrance for my larger deliveries, which could come in truck or a van." One thing Gandhi loved about her garage, though, was the ease with which she was able to get to know her families. She said, "One of my main goals is to connect with every family, and every family is like family to me. And so, especially in my garage, I'd hear their stories because I'd ask them, 'How are you doing?' In connection with them, Gandhi realized different families have different needs, and she strives to provide each of them with food they actually will eat. She takes requests from families, offering to buy specific foods for people with food sensitivities or dietary restrictions due to health concerns. Gandhi also realized she could be helpful providing items besides food. She also has offered cleaning supplies, toiletries, school supplies, and more to families, and even will pay for people's gas to come to her pantry. She said, "I usually say, if you can get to me, then I can give you a gas card for you to get back home." Sue's Pantry is funded by a mix of donations and Gandhi's own money. She says she and her husband have a budget each year for the pantry. Since around 2013, the pantry also has partnered with Community Solutions of Illinois, which helps pick up and deliver perishable items. In the grand scheme of things, Gandhi says she doesn't know the solution to food insecurity, but she figures her role is to help whoever she can. She said, "My husband and I, we run this food pantry together. We can't really master that problem. The only thing I can do is to help them in the best way I can and provide all their basic needs." To read more, head on over to the e-edition of the Daily Herald. That's dailyherald.com. When we come back, we'll head on over to another neck of the woods in Libertyville for a bird walk. It's a free guided bird watch and walk around Butler Lake. Stick around for more WRMN 10 o'clock news after this.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has 2 convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash. And see why Britain's touchless car wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
Hey Bear fans, want your business heard during every heart-pounding moment of the game? WRMN 1410 is now offering in-game ad spots for Chicago Bears broadcasts. Be part of the action as thousands of die-hard listeners tune in each week. Whether it's a touchdown, a turnover, or a timeout, your message will be right there in the mix. Spots are limited and going fast. Call WRMN 1410 today and score big with in-game advertising that delivers results. WRMN 1410, where Chicago comes to play. Get in the game with the Chicago Bears and WRMN.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Libertyville Bird Walk, a free guided bird watch and walk around Butler Lake in Libertyville in search of fall migratory birds, will be held from 9 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, October 18th. Participants should dress for the weather, bring suitable footwear, and binoculars. The walk is approximately 1 mile through the beauty of Butler Lake. Meet at the Crawford House at 817 West Lake Street. Register for the event at statusfy.com or call 5722. That's 224-295-5722. Flu vaccines are also happening in Des Plaines. Illinois Senator Laura Murphy of Des Plaines is joining Ascension Holy Family to host a free flu vaccination event today. The flu virus changes every year, so the best way to keep yourself and your community healthy is to get your annual flu vaccination, Murphy said in a statement. The event will take place from 9:30 a.m. to noon in Meeting Room A of the Des Plaines Public Library at 1501 Ellenwood Street in Des Plaines. Flu shots will be available to anyone 18 years or older. Walk-ins are welcome. For questions about the event, contact Murphy's office at 847-718-1110 or online at senatorlauramurphy.com/contact us. We head back to Arlington Heights, where an Arlington Heights church held a mass celebrating people with disabilities. Our Lady of Wayside Parish in Arlington Heights celebrated National Disability Employment Awareness Month this weekend, masses celebrating with people with special needs. Among the speakers Sunday was Roxanne Calbriano, a member of the Arlington Commission for Citizens with Disabilities. She said, "A lot of disabilities are hidden." Cabriano, who is legally blind and was accompanied by her service dog, Nifty, said a lot of people don't self-identify, even blind people. Also featured Sunday was the Archdiocese of Chicago's SPREAD Special Religious Development That's a program for children and adults with developmental disabilities. The program's goal is to assist participants in becoming integrated into parish worship and sacramental life. Our Lady of the Wayside hosts a 22 and older spread group with 10 participants known as Friends and 4 on the waiting list. Spread volunteer Leanne Tomey said the group meets monthly on Saturday mornings when each friend is paired with a volunteer. Tomey said the goal of Spread is to create a relationship between a friend and a catecherist. This is not the kind of program that you sign up for just a year or two. This is really meant to go the distance. You get to know their family, and it becomes pretty special. Arlington Heights resident Louis Herrera and his family attend the Mass on Sunday. Herrera, 38, has Down syndrome and works at Jerry's Cafe in Arlington Heights, which employs people with disabilities. I think we've come a long way from when Louis was born, said his father, Louis Herrera. When I was younger, I never went to school with anyone with a disability. There were always special schools. Today, he said, Louis is included in sports activities and involved in fundraising efforts. Anytime he's out collecting funds for one of the programs, it always puts a smile on people's faces, he said. When we come back, we're going to stick around with Arlington Heights, where Arlington Heights is looking for some holiday help, with looking for residents hoping to give back during the upcoming holiday season through the village's Holiday Assistance Program. Stick around for more WRMN 10 o'clock news after this.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It's currently 64 degrees outside as we march to our high of 70 for today. Tomorrow it's going to be 62 with rain, and Thursday partly cloudy with a high of 69. Friday mostly cloudy with a high of 77. We're sticking around in the 50s for our low for the most part, all the way up until Thursday and Friday, where we get into around 60. Arlington Heights is looking for residents hoping to give back during the upcoming holiday season through the village's Holiday Assistance Program. The program connects residents with community members facing challenging times. Sponsors wishing to give back can be individuals, families, groups, or businesses. Recipient families will provide sponsors with their holiday wish lists, with a suggested donation of $50 to $70 per person. Those interested in signing up or learning more can visit vah.com/holiday program. Wheaton is also giving back. The Wheaton Community Relations Commission's Wheaton Gives Back program offers a couple opportunities in October for residents to make a difference. One is a winter clothing drive for the People's Resource Center. New and gently used winter coats, hats, scarves, gloves, and mittens may be dropped off in collection boxes throughout October at Wheaton Parks District Central Athletic Complex and Wheaton Community Center, as well as the Wheaton City Hall, Wheaton Public Library, Downtown Wheaton Association, and other downtown locations. Also, volunteers ages 13 and older are sought to unload food collection through the annual Stuff a Truck event on Friday, October 24th at People's Resource Center at 201 South Naperville Road in Wheaton. 2 shifts will be available and heavy lifting and standing are required. Email volunteers at peoplesrc.org. A former murder suspect sues over unlawful prosecution and incarceration. A Chicago man who supporters say was wrongfully convicted of a fatal 2006 shooting in Rolling Meadows is suing 3 northwest suburbs and 11 police officers over allegations they violated his constitutional rights. Patrick Taylor was freed in 2023 after spending about 16 years behind bars for the killing of aspiring rap artist Marcus Lovings. Cook County prosecutors dismissed charges on October 11th in 2023, just before Taylor was scheduled to face a second trial on a murder charge. Taylor's lawsuit, filed Friday in federal court in Chicago, accuses Rolling Meadows, Palatine, Arlington Heights, and police officers from those towns of acting, quote, with malicious and willful indifference, unquote, in investigating Loving's murder. The suit alleges the defendant's misconduct directly resulted in the unlawful prosecution and incarceration of Mr. Taylor, thereby denying his constitutional rights to liberty. Taylor's attorneys claim the evidence implicating their client was, quote, false and fabricated, unquote, and that, quote, unreliable misidentifications were manufactured by the defendants through undisclosed coercion and undisclosed suggestive identification procedures, unquote. That enabled the real murderers to go free, the suit alleges. In a written statement, Rolling Meadows officials noted, quote, the allegations in this lawsuit are only allegations. The city will defend itself vigorously through the appropriate legal process, the statement reads. The city remains committed to serving the residents of Rolling Meadows and to maintaining the trust and confidence of our community, unquote. Arlington Heights and Palatine officers could not be reached by the Daily Herald for comment. The lawsuit states that Taylor's attorneys uncovered evidence in 2023 that, quote, completely dismantled the state's case, unquote, while implicating 2 other men as Loving's killers. During Taylor's 2011 trial, prosecutors said drugs and money made Loving's, a 30-year-old Barrington High School graduate who they say supplemented his music career by selling marijuana, a target. Authorities said Taylor armed himself with a .40 caliber handgun and with another man entered Loving's condominium, threatened him and several of his friends, and demanded money from a safe. Lovings was shot when he was unable to open the safe, authorities said. Taylor's attorney at the time said no physical evidence linked his client to the murder. A composite sketch that a witness provided did not resemble him, and the gun linked to Loving's murder was later recovered from a man charged with shooting a Chicago police officer. A state appellate court overturned Taylor's conviction in 2016 and ordered a new trial. 7 years later, as the retrial approached, prosecutors dismissed the charges against him. Former Cook County State's Attorney Kim Fox cited, quote, missing or lost evidence, unquote, in the decision to drop the prosecution, and said her office determined it could not prove Taylor guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The lawsuit claims the defendants fabricated false statements from several witnesses and, quote, conducted unduly suggestive identification procedures with eyewitnesses that resulted in misidentifications. Those defendants also testified falsely at Taylor's trial. The suit does not seek a specific amount of damages, but states Taylor suffered financial damages, physical injury, and severe emotional distress and anguish. Thank you for listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Come back tomorrow for more news, but stick around for more great WRMN programming. It will be Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil. I'm Dennis Green. I'll see you tomorrow.